join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, roll call. Mr. Morgan.
Here.
Mr. Freeman.
Here.
Frank Riley is present. All right, I make a motion we approve the Selectmen's minutes of June 6th.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor? Aye. And then I also have the minutes here of Selectmen's meeting number 1, which is kind of the workshop we had. Again on June 6th, make a motion we approve them.
Second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I have the payroll vouchers, weekend in 6/11. Gross wages was $35,404.32. Payroll taxes were $11,570.13. For a grand total under the payroll is $46,974.45. Accounts payable, $38,290. For a grand total of the week for $85,175.35. Make a motion, we approve them.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Again, for anyone watching, we do review all of our bills that represent what these vouchers come to. We do that each week. Any questions we have, we do go back to our department heads, and any information they have that'll help us understand them, they provide it and forward it to us. This week I've got a number of requests for abatements. They all address, I believe this is the condominiums down at Deer Cove, Ellen, correct? The different condominiums down at Deer Cove, the assessor went down and went through them. I'll read each one of them. They all have basically the same results. The very first one is map 37, lot 3, sublot 56. This says the taxpayer timely filed for abatement 2015. They are appealing the assessment because they believe the value of this property exceeds the current market value. To support their opinion of value, they have provided sales within the complex. And then the assessor says, I have inspected the unit and I have reviewed the complex as a whole. I note stories, height, inconsistencies between unit and have made those corrections. I've also reviewed the sales and listings within the complex. After further review and adjustment to the condominium features was warranted. These corrections did not affect the assessment of this particular one, and he recommends that we deny this particular abatement. So I'll make a motion we deny this abatement.
Second it.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now the other ones, he did do some minor adjustments to them. I'll quickly go through them. This one's again, same map, 37 lot, same lot 3, subdivide 75. It's a condominium down there. And what he did is he did the same thing. It says the field appraiser inspected the unit. I have reviewed the complex as a whole. I noted story height the same as I've just read. And then he went on to say, I also noted that the unit is on the market currently as of May 24th for $249,000, which indicates their opinion of the market value. The multi-listing service sheet refers to many view of the lake. However, they state in their abatement that their opinion the market value is $212,180, and that has an obstructed view of the lake. He looked at it, the original assessment was $228,200. He readjusted it to $222,300, a difference of $5,900, which gives him an abatement of $123.67. Make a motion that we approve it.
Second it.
Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor? Aye. This one is the same map, lot number, only subdivision 71. It's another condominium down there. It has the same write-up on it that I've just talked about. Talks about the inconsistency of the heights of the building, that he's reviewed it, and what he did with this one. This one was originally assessed at $224,800. He revised the assessment to $220,400, a difference of $4,400, which gives a refund or abatement of $92.23. Make a motion, we approve this.
Second it.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor? Aye. This next one is the same map, lot number, subdivision 68. This one he looked at a little differently. It says inspected the unit, have reviewed the complex, noted story height inconsistencies. After further review and adjustment of the condominium features was warranted, the taxpayer's unit is situated directly across from the lake, therefore would yield a higher market value. And he did adjust it from $269,300 to $231,100, which is a difference of $38,200 with an abatement of $800.68. Make a motion, we approve it.
Second it.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
This again takes in the entire complex down there that he actually reviewed. This one is the same map, lot number, subdivision 64. Basically the same write-up. He recommends dropping this one from $267,300 to $229,200. Difference is $38,100, which will give a rebate of $798.58. Make a motion, we approve it.
Second it.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
These are all abatements that were filed in a timely manner in 2015. This next one, which is map 37, lot 3, subdivision 62, he reevaluated that one by accommodating for the building heights. This one was originally at $275,100. He revised it to $239,900. The difference is $35,200, which refers and comes back to an abatement of $737.80. Make a motion, we approve it.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
They are coming to an end, but I still have three more. This one is same map, same lot number, subdivision 63. This one originally was assessed at $263,700. He did a review of the property and the condo, and he reduced it to $228,200, a difference of $35,200, which means an abatement of $744.08. Make a motion, we approve it. Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
This one is same map, lot number, subdivision 067. Original assessment was $264,800. Revised assessment is $228,300, a difference of $36,500, which gives a refund abatement of $765.04. Make a motion, we approve it.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have one more. This one again, same map, 037, lot 03, subdivision 66. The original assessment was $267,800. Revised assessment is $229,700, difference of $38,100, which results in a refund abatement of $798.58. Make a motion, we approve it.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
We now have a request for a land use change. It's some land that is being taken out of current use, which requires approval to go ahead and do that. I was thinking it was two, there is two. It's for MPC Realty Trust LLC. It's on Patch Pond Road. Make a motion, we approve it.
Second?
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I know this one requires 2 signatures, Bob, so it only has 1 ticket, but I found the lost ticket. That's probably where I found it from. There we go. We have a petition for and poll license from Public Service or Eversource, new company. And what this is they're going to put in a pole off Remel Road? Remley Road. That's down off the bays.
It's off from 25 or up
25. So it's 1 new pole going in, or 2 new poles going in, excuse me. Make a motion, we approve it.
Second?
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Well, these eyes are sticky here. Flip signature, sorry about it. When you get the next one, so you don't have to give it back to me. State of New Hampshire had a public hearing here on June 1st in reference to the intersections of Route 28 and 171. And at that meeting, Mr. Dugas asked a couple of questions, and I kind of expressed that we had already notified him of some of the things he requested. For example, that was the board had gone forward back in 2014 down there and said, if you're going to reconstruct the intersection, how about at least putting some conduit in, so further down the road, you do decide to put signals in, you won't have to dig up as much as, again, maybe it says you already got it dug up. And he seemed to imply, anyway, that he wasn't aware that we'd ever requested conduit to be put in. The second thing we requested was signals. And I don't know, I didn't get a complete feeling that he was completely with that. So I agreed to put it, that we, the board, would put a memo forward to rephrase that and also to support what they're going to do now. And so we wrote a memo, and this is the memo. It says, and this goes to Mr. Dugas, State of New Hampshire, Division of Transportation, Department of Transportation. It says, first, we'd like to thank you for your presentation held on June 1st, 2016 on the proposed changes to the intersection of Route 28 and 171. As stated in a memo dated March 24th, 2014 attached, it is our belief that the appropriate fix to this intersection is a traffic signal or maybe a roundabout. You stated that the fix of adding a turning lane was determined based on traffic flow. It is our opinion that this may be the wrong measurement for this location. It is our opinion that your measurement should be the number of accidents that have occurred in this intersection. Although your proposal will be an improvement, we do support the addition of the turning lane. We also want to caution you that this fix does not appear to us as a correct fix. We do look forward to the completion of your proposal in the spring of 2017. We suggest that you still consider our request as noted in memo of 24 March 2014, should accidents continue at the unacceptable rate as history shows. We still believe the state needs to recognize that this intersection is a problem and take a more active approach to fix the intersection permanently, not just hoping the issue may go away. Please feel free to contact us if we can be of any further assistance. Signed, the Board of Selectmen.
And since that hearing, there's been another accident. Two accidents.
Correct.
Right there. And then
Yes, same
Well, last
intersection.
Thursday, the day after.
We've had 2, and unfortunately, I hope the turning lane may help. I think it may help, but I'm not sure that's the ultimate fix. Ellen, we need to attach a copy of that.
I put a note here,
Okay,
because I
thank you.
realized that I didn't have.
Make a motion, we sign this memo.
Second.
Any discussion?
I mean, would it be worth adding a second note that there have been 2 accidents since the hearing?
We can have her stick that on there if you want.
Put it on with a sticky note, I don't care, but let them know it. Probably wouldn't get much more attention anyway.
Well, it certainly has been one of the things you look at, they did a study of 10 years, and in 10 years, the intersection had 39 accidents. Well, the intersection's been there for 50 years, so 39 times 5 is close to 200 accidents if you just do a quick across-the-board accident reference, average. That's a lot of accidents for one intersection to have. And even 39 in 10 years is a lot of accidents for one intersection to have. So hopefully we can get them to pay a little more attention to it. Have an intent to cut timber, map 57, lot number 2, Chapel Road, David L. Mitchell, Winfield G. Mitchell, and the logger is going to be Pearlie Ryder. Taxes are paid and there are no cemeteries on it. Make a motion, we approve it.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Last week, we reviewed the proposals for hot topping, and we authorized the Public Works Director to issue the contract to Pike Industry. We have the purchase order here to sign. It includes the Pike Industry bid plus an additional $10,000 to go forward and put more, I think he asked for more shim to go on the Chickville Road. So we have a purchase order for $160,118. It's what we agreed to last week, and make a motion, we approve it.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
We also, last week, Public Works Director submitted to us proposal for sand sealing on the Ossipee Mountain Road and the old Route 28. That's the gooey stuff. That's where they come in and spray the liquid tar and then back sand it and put the sand in on top, and don't drive on it for a few days if you don't want your car to be tarred. And again, this is the price we agreed to, $66,673.25. Make a motion, we approve it.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor? Aye. This is another purchase order that we looked at and we approved. This is actually for the cemetery trustees. They have gone forward and purchased a riding mower to assist them in maintaining our cemeteries. They were purchased from North Country Tractor for $3,344. They had the money in their budget to do that. We already approved the purchase order. This is a follow-up for records. It'll give them a lot of advantage on the Chickville Cemetery, which still has a sizable chunk of property, which is just clear mowing. I think it may also give them an advantage because a lot of our cemeteries have roadways and areas of which hopefully it'll make life easier for them and make it a little quicker. We have the Highway Department work log if anyone would like to look at it. We're up to 2017 tax map maintenance proposal for the town of Ossipee. This is the company that maintains the tax map. Ellen, you're all happy with this, right?
I am, there's no change from 2015.
Okay, make a motion, we approve this contract with that tax map maintenance company.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, I gotta try to get this one right. We received notice from Time Warner Cable, now I think they're called Spectrum,
Yes.
or the name has changed to 2 or 3. They have notified us that the present contract we have with Time Warner Cable will automatically renew in August of 2017 unless we make note of it prior to that,
A year prior to.
a year prior to it. So that would really mean we have to notify them by August of 2016. We have decided to go back and say we are not going to automatically extend this franchise agreement with Time Warner Cable beyond August 17th of 2016. We're going to do that because when they came in here, they agreed to service the entire town, which has never actually been accomplished. So what we want to do by not recommending it here tonight is we want to open discussion with them, see if we can't get more of the town to cable, which is what they originally agreed to go do. So I'm going to make a motion not to automatically extend the franchise agreement with Time Warner Cable beyond August 17, 2017, right?
Correct.
And we'll notify them accordingly. We'll get that notification in before August 17, 2016, as per the contract.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
The other thing we have here, and it's nice to have, is our auditors have completed the MS 535 and signed it, which is what we forward down to the Department of Revenue Administration, completing our financial report of the town. It's one we've talked about earlier. We had a good audit this year. Our findings are quite general, which we've already corrected a few of them, and we're working forward to complete our capital assets, which we're trying to get all located in the computer system now. And we also have done our cash flow instruction and our fraud instruction. So we're trying very quickly here to try to get these findings corrected and get them behind us so they don't go up in the future. It's really nice if you can do it. We had a great audit this year, and a lot of that is basically because of our people. We were able to work with the auditors. We were able to provide all the information they requested in a very timely manner, and we got the audit well ahead of schedule. Make a motion, we sign this.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
I guess these always go together. This is a copy of the annual financial audit report. Anybody's welcome to read if they wish to. That does complete the red folder. Old business, intersection of Route 28-171, which I basically have already addressed, and sending a memo down to the state. Any other old business? Bob, any old business? No. Anybody have any old business? Any new business? Rick?
No.
Bob? Okay, I'll open it up, public input. Anybody from the public has input or comments or wish to add? Certainly.
About the letter that you're going to send to the New Hampshire DOT, being your representative to the state, session is Thursday.
Okay,
If there's some way you could add some lines on that memo, I could walk around the house and get everybody to sign on like we did the first time.
Okay.
So it'd be more
Be helpful.
Okay.
okay.
Signature lines.
My second comment is about your cable franchise or the extension or build out of the system. Wakefield had trouble with this too, with Time Warner. Brookfield's having that issue also. In Brookfield, I'm on the cable committee, and we're actually trying to gather names up of people who would actually sign on to service on areas that don't get service. And we were going to actually go to the company and representative and bring that to them to show them that you have people that will actually sign on and get service, so perhaps you would build out.
Is that a solid commitment by them then, Ed? I mean, if they come on board and say we will, then do they have to?
No, absolutely not. I don't think they would build the system out because there's new technology coming down the pike where internet would be wireless. So I don't know what their business plan is to actually give people service. So we just thought it would be an attempt to do that.
That's kind of the way we feel. But when they did it, originally they were supposed to put it throughout the whole town, and then of course they didn't. And now I constantly get from people that they want the service and they're gonna be charged $600 to extend the lines, etc. But I think it's an opportunity, at least because the way it's written, if we didn't stop it now, it automatically gets renewed for 5 years. So
And this contract is old.
it allows us to at least have the opportunity to negotiate.
We signed it in 2001. So without keeping an eye on it and saying, okay, if we don't follow our procedures, we'll be locked into it for another 5.
Yeah, Wakefield's having the same issue. They're complaining there's so many areas of the town that don't get service. And they're pretty much disgusted also. But I think it's a business, and there's a reason why they're not building their system out. It's either cost. The federal government began to get involved to give people economic development grants out in order to expand internet service. I don't know if they're waiting for that money, which may not come from the feds, but the new technology is supposed to be better than existing wire technology, so I don't know what the issue is.
Well, we may not change, may not be able to change the contract other than the fact to update it, but at least it gives us that opportunity to not let it go automatically and have some discussion.
Just by not saying you're gonna renew their contract may not make them move at all. That's why we figured if we could gather, the names of every individual that wanted cable service, maybe that would behoove them to do something. So whatever you find out, let's communicate that, because Brookfield and Wakefield is the same problem.
Okay,
Good.
Thank you.
thank you. Any other public input?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I wasn't there for this meeting. There was a planning board meeting the other night, and somehow or another Freedom and Effingham were invited to be abutters on project up the road. Is that something that should be happening?
It's actually at the planning board level. It's not
So it's
something
not
we do
gonna go
here,
any
but
further than that?
they came in and requested where they own part of the lake. There is an RSA out there which allows them to be considered as abutters to the lake.
For the lake.
And the planning board did make a motion to give them appropriate notice so they can testify if they wish to.
Okay. I'm just.
But that's really a
wondering
planning
I'm
board
just wondering
issue.
why they would do that.
They have a statutory authority too, because it has a regional impact as a,
I understand that, but we don't have the same option unless we go to their meetings, I guess. But we've never invited ourselves to their meetings on things that they've decided to do over there. So I'm not sure why they would get involved with these meetings.
It is, like I said, it's a planning board issue. It's the planning board that addresses it. We don't address it here at this meeting.
I was just wondering, how far that was going.
They'll be notified appropriately with, I assume, certified letter. They'll be invited to come in and make any testimony they wish to make. It does have an impact. They are butters on the lake, and it can affect lake traffic.
and it also opens up the opportunity for Lakes Region Planning Commission to be considered an abutter as well, so.
So would
Their
that make
input.
us abutters there so we could actually, that would open the door for us to be able to.
On certain things that affect the lake, it could.
Well, every summer, certain things that affect the lake.
Well, it would have to be some type of subdivision they have in their town, though,
They're
actually.
putting one in. 55 and older community right on the side of the lake over there. Right now. We didn't get invited to that one.
Freedom has clearly done a lot more development on that lake than Ossipee has.
A lot
And-
more. A lot more.
In defense of that, though, there are RSAs that they are referencing that Ossipee didn't have the foresight to pull, went over the pole and David came into play. So they're exercising their rights, which
Yes, they
Well,
are.
I'm not saying they're not exercising their rights, but at the same time, I think it is maybe less than disingenuous for a town to all of a sudden look at us as doing something that they don't want us to do that they've already done. And I think that's the point.
Yeah, I think that's my point.
Well, they do have a right, and I know that,
I'm not saying that-
and I know the planning board voted to properly notify them and give them the opportunity to speak, and that was done, so they will have that opportunity.
I was wondering, because I wasn't at that
Yeah.
meeting.
Any other public input? Do we have a need for non-public?
Yes, we do.
We do. We have a need for non-public,
Kelly.
RSA 91A32C, tax matter. Make a motion, we go into non-public, Mr.
Second.
Moran.
Yes.
Mr. Freeman.
Yes.
And Frank Riley, yes. We will return as soon as we can possibly return. Okay. Motion to end non-public.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
We didn't kill Bob Freeman upstairs. He left for a fire call, just so everybody knows.
Are they sealed?
Yes,
Minutes
they
are-
are. Minutes are sealed. Open the meeting back up to public. Any further public input? Billy, thank you for coming up. Ed, any other comments, right? Make a motion to adjourn.
Well, second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.